We spoke about gift knitting lately, and I wanted to present some ideas, gift knitting ideas for you, maybe for this year if you still have the time and energy to do so, but especially for next year. I encouraged you to start to write your Christmas gift list for your handmade items today, this week, or maybe next week, but before Christmas. Do it before Christmas. I encourage you to do so, because now you set realistic goals, because you are in the stress right now. I assume many of you are in the stress right now, and you shake your head and think, how could I think that I can make, I don't know, 10 stockings within 2 months for the whole family? So if you set up and you have all the people's on mind, all the people on mind, you want to gift something. Because throughout the year I always have the main people in my head I want to gift something, and when the gift season is here, all of a sudden I think, oh no, I forgot this person and this person. I would like to gift this person something handmade too. But you have this in your brain now, so write it down right now. And here are some tips for these are all free patterns I want to present you, and here are some tips for quick and easy and nice knits, and some of them I have knit or crocheted myself. I spoke about this yesterday, I think. A hot water bottle cozy. I will insert 1 or 2 photos of each project here, and I will link the free patterns in the description box below. Most of them are on Ravelry, so for those of you who are not on Ravelry, use the Google search. You will find similar items. Such a hot water bottle is a nice gift, so I would like to receive one with a handmade cozy around it. I make one for myself now, and I think it would be a nice gift, and it's an easy knit, especially if you use, for example, sport weight or DK weight yarn, or maybe even, I don't know, worsted weight or so. Then I asked for tips what I could do with single socks, because I receive 1 sock from Opal always when I order a collection. Half of a collection, I always receive 1 sock. Now I receive, because I ordered the whole collection, I receive a pair, and I can give that away. But what can I do with single socks? And you can do this with your single socks you can't find, because the washing machine is eating them as well. And that is a tip from you, and I want to share it with you. Rice socks, I call them now. Rice socks for the microwave. It's not a Ravelry pattern. I found it somewhere else. It's in the description box below. It's something, so you fill a sock with rice, and if you want with essential oils or lavender or spices, and you tie a knot or you seam it, however you prefer, and you can put it in the not refrigerator, so in the freezer, and use it if you hurt yourself, if you burned yourself, for example, as a cool pad, or you can put it in the microwave and use it as a warming source against Verspannungen. What else? Cramps, for example, if you have your monthly cycle and your cramps are bad, you can use that, or just to warm up your bed or your sofa. Another suggestion are mittens. You can see the mittens I made, here you can see the mittens I made. These are the world's easiest mittens by Tin Can Knits, and she wrote this, it's a free pattern, all these patterns are free, and she wrote this pattern for many different yarn weights, so you will be covered with this pattern, and I enjoyed making them very much. I made them for this year as a Christmas present, and they fit nicely. The pattern is easy. It's a very easy knit. You can spice it up by using different colors or add color work if you like, but yeah, I like the easy ones. Another suggestion are fingerless mittens. You see mine here. You can use this pattern I used. It's the Happy Scrappy Mittens pattern on Ravelry. But there are so many free patterns on Ravelry. If you use the filter option, you have hundreds of patterns for fingerless mittens, and the different options. You can make very short ones, only to here, or maybe with a cap or something. Endless opportunities. Then there is the star pillow. I haven't knit this, but I really would like to knit this. Many people who received the Opal subscription at least knit out of one ball such a star pillow, and it's very pretty. It's so pretty, and it's perfect for self-strapping yarn in my opinion, and that would be an awesome gift. Socks. Socks are always a great gift. If you start early, you can knit fingering weight yarn socks, but if you maybe you watch this next year, or you want to crank out a pair of socks right now, I suggest using sport weight yarn. Sport weight, my opinion is better than DK, because DK weight are great for sofa or bedtime socks, but sport weight socks are also wearable in your shoes. And I wrote a pattern, a free pattern for the blog magazine. The link is also in the description box below, and in 1 month I will put it on my website as well. You can knit it with fingering, sport weight, or even if you like DK weight, with my sock knitting table available in my shop. But this pattern is written for 3 different adult sizes for sport weight yarn. They are very cozy, they are so pretty, and I gifted this pair I designed my mother-in-law, and she loves them. Bluebirds of Happiness. I mentioned them yesterday, I think. The Bluebird of Happiness is such a cute ornament. You can knit out of scrap yarn, fill it with, you know, stuffing material and maybe lavender or spices. In the Christmas season, maybe you want to add, oh, how they are called? It's not nutmeg, but another spice you usually use for Christmas, in the Christmas season, or for red cabbage, for example. Read it on the screen. Or you don't have to add any spice or scent or so, and just make an ornament. Maybe it could be a habit after finishing a sock, for example, or finishing a project. Make a Bluebird of Happiness. For those of you who are not used to dippy ends, don't start with the Bluebird of Happiness as your first or second project, because it's fiddly even if you're used to dippy ends. But it's not complicated, it's just a little fiddly. And I definitely recommend shorter needles. Use 6-inch needles, not the 8-inch needles, because you have only like 6 stitches or so on every needle. And the long needles will drive you crazy, in my opinion. Dishies. Dishies are always fun. You can give them as dishy or as face cloths, difficult to pronounce for me. For example, make 3 face cloth and add a lovely soap, and it's a great Christmas gift. Or if you want to give it away as a dishcloth, maybe you can find I don't know, pretty Spülmittel. Spülmittel, read the screen please. There are the fancier ecological ones as well, with nice scents and smells and tags and so on, and that's a nice gift as well. Simple house slippers are great gifts because you can use, again, leftovers. I used something, but it wasn't really sport weight. I think it was a little bit thinner than sport weight, and I held it double. That's what I did. You can use pretty much every kind of yarn. You can use sport weight yarn, DK weight yarn, and everyone will fit into your simple house slippers. It's a free pattern. You can get a paid for pattern as well. In that she explains a little bit more about the sizing, but you don't need that. Because of the structure of the pattern, you have, I think, 3 sizes and they fit everyone. They are great. I made a stack of them, I think, in 2020. People love them. And they are fun to make. And easy. Great beginner project. And then, yeah, an easy crochet cowl. I made this one you see on the screen by a German. Is it in German? The cowl. Did I say cowl or shawl? I'm talking about a cowl. I did this one with a German YouTube tutorial. I think you could do it if you crocheted before and just watch what she's doing, and you don't need the explanation in German. But I will link a similar cowl by the same designer. It's a free YouTube video again in the description box as well if you prefer English explanations. And also by Claudetta Crochet I made a granny stripe shawl out of DK weight yarn. You can use every weight you want, but DK weight is fun and fast, and it is so pretty. It turned out so pretty. It's a simple triangular shawl, and there is an English video tutorial by Claudetta as well in the description box below. And I gave this away to a friend in Styria years ago. And the last recommendation would be a hat. Okay, hats are easy to make. I have my favorite hat pattern. It's the standing rock hat. It's unisex. You knit it with a DK weight yarn. That means you can also use one skein of fingering weight yarn separated, so make 2 50-gram cakes or balls and hold it double. That is perfect for this one skein of yarn you don't know what to do, or you treasured for so long. Make a hat out of it. Add a little pom-pom. If it's for a woman. For men I usually don't add pom-poms, and they fit every hat because it's a 2x2 ribbing. You only knit 2x2 ribbing, and then there are 8 or 9 decreasing rounds, and that's it. So much fun. I made several for myself, I think 3 for myself and 1 for Tommy, and my father-in-law requested one, so he will definitely get one next year for Christmas. And these were my pattern recommendations for Christmas gifts for this year, if you are quick, or if you plan ahead, that would be smart for next year.